Hey there, art friends. Today I'm going to be showing you how to draw a Christmas Pluto, all right? So to help you guys out, I will be putting the finished drawing right here above the Drawing Joshua logo. That way you guys have something to reference while we draw. Okay, so I have my marker, and what we're going to do is start by drawing Pluto's eyes, okay? So I'm going to go to about the center of the page and maybe go up just a little bit, okay? I'm going to put just a little line, maybe like this. It's kind of at a little bit of an angle like that. And then I'm going to start by drawing Pluto's right eye, okay? So from the middle of this line, what I'm going to do is just go up, maybe like that. And then I'm going to go over just a little bit. And now I'm just going to make an oval that basically comes back, and we're going to meet right here, okay? So it's just going to come down, something like this. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then inside of here, what I'm going to do is go ahead and draw a pupil. So this is just going to be like an oval, okay? So it kind of connects from the bottom, goes up, then comes back down like that. And I'll go ahead and just fill that in while we're here. Okay, then his next eye, we're going to do a little bit different because as you can see from the reference photo, we have his hat on. So it's going to go up just a little bit more, not quite to as far as what the other eye is. And then from here, we're going to draw a diagonal line that comes down, okay? And then we'll go almost to where we ended there, and we're just going to connect it back to that line like we did on the other eye. And then again, we're going to draw a pupil on the inside. So it just goes up and down. All right, great job. Now, let's go ahead and draw his nose, okay? So below this first line that we made, I'm gonna make another line that goes a little bit further, okay? So a line here, or a dot here, and I'll put a dot maybe like here. And then what I'm gonna do is just connect them. All right, great. Now we're gonna go ahead and give him a nose. So this is just gonna be an oval, okay? So it's not quite gonna go as far as both of the edges. So we can maybe end like, picture like here and maybe like here, but we're just gonna do an oval. All right, awesome. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill this in while I'm here. And if you're using pencil and wanna fill this in later, that's okay too. All right, great job. Now, why don't we go ahead and let's jump back up to his hat and his ears here for a second, and we'll kind of finish his face and work our way down, okay? So, if we go back up to where the hat is, so this line here is where the hat is gonna be. It's gonna go up and just touch the top of this right eye. Then it's gonna go up a little further, and then we come down, kind of comes around a little bit like that. And then we're gonna draw the edge of the hat, okay? So from the middle of this line here, I'm gonna put a little line, that way we know where it is. It's just gonna curve up and over, okay? And then we're gonna go back to where it kind of started to curve. We're gonna draw another curve, kind of like this, okay? And that's gonna make it look like the hat has some creases or folds in it. Okay, awesome. Now, from where we ended here, we're gonna go down just a little bit further, maybe like there. And then we did two folds here, so I'm gonna do two folds again at the bottom, okay? So this one kind of comes up, and then we'll do another one. So we come back to where it first started to curve, goes back like this. And this one we just connect to that other line. All right, great job. Now let's go ahead and give him some cute ears, okay? So from where we ended here, I'm gonna draw a little line that comes back in. I'm just gonna make it come around, maybe like that, all right? And then out of here is where we're gonna draw his other ear, okay? Or his first ear. So it kind of, we do a little line, and then we just do a line that basically goes straight up, and we're actually gonna go higher than what we did his hat, okay? And then once we reach somewhere up in here, we'll just kind of curve it over, and then it comes down, and we'll curve it around, and just kind of comes back up to this point like here, okay? And then from where we kind of end here, I'm gonna go back just a little bit, and then this part just connects back down to where we first started. All right, and I'll fill that in later. Okay, so we have this ear. Now let's go ahead and draw the side of his face. So it goes down, down, down to maybe about there. And then we'll draw his cheek. So it's just this line that comes in and curves around, and it goes to about this line that we made above the nose, okay? And then from where we ended here, we're just gonna keep going up, and it's gonna almost spiral in, okay? And we're gonna stop there, and we're just gonna put a line, because this is gonna be the start of his smile, because Pluto's always happy. So now it comes over, and then we can start curving it down, maybe like this. Okay, so it curves down, and then we slowly start curving back up once we kind of get closer to the nose, and then we curve back down. And then I'm gonna wait because I'm gonna do the other side of the face. I wanna make sure that everything lines up, okay? So now from this hat side over here, I'm gonna draw basically the letter C. Okay, so something maybe like that. And then out of here, we're gonna draw the other ear. So we made a little mark over here, so we're gonna make a little mark here. And this one just comes down like this, okay? And I am actually gonna stop it right here. That way I make sure that it lines up perfectly. We'll have it line up down here, all right? So now let's go ahead and from the ear, I'm gonna put a little line down like this. And then we're gonna go ahead and do the other cheek. So it comes in just a little bit and then curves around to, again, about that line, okay? Where it ends. And then it keeps going, spirals in, and then we do a straight line for his smile. So then from here, we go back around, it curves around, and meets up with that other line that we made. All right, great job. This is starting to look a little bit more like Pluto. All right, awesome. Now, let's go ahead and draw his mouth. So we kind of started to curve this line here, kind of where we met them, where the two lines met. We can start another line for his mouth. So this line just goes down, maybe something like that. All right, and then if we go back up, we're gonna go over to the right just a little bit. This line's just gonna go down, and it's basically gonna stop at about the same point, okay? And this is gonna be where we have his tongue. So if you wanna draw a little line that comes up, and it goes down, and then we'll go around and picture just like a big letter U. Okay, so maybe something like that. I'm gonna wait 1 minute because let's go ahead and draw the other side. So I'm actually gonna go up maybe just a little bit more. Now, from here, we'll go up into his mouth like that. And then here, we'll go up like that. All right, awesome. Now let's go ahead and complete his tongue. So it goes up and over like this, and then just a line that comes back down. Okay, so it's kind of like an upside down V. And then we kind of continue this line, and it goes back into the side of his mouth like that. All right, great job. And then to make it look like he has a chin, from the middle part of his tongue here, I'm just gonna put a little line that goes like that. All right, great job. Now, why don't we go ahead and from his mouth, I'm just gonna start to kind of draw his scarf. So it's just this line that comes down and a line that then comes back into his chin, maybe like that. It's kind of like the letter V, if you can picture that. And then we're gonna do a little bit of his shoulder and we'll finish up his ear a second, okay? So we'll do a little bit of his shoulder like that. And then this is where we're gonna connect his ear. This is just gonna give your drawing a little bit more depth. If it kind of makes it look like his ear is touching his shoulder. Okay, so now we're gonna curve it around like that. All right, awesome. And I'm gonna go ahead and just fill this in while I'm here. I know I didn't fill in the other one, but I think this could be a good one to fill in. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, maybe something like that. All right, awesome. Now let's go ahead and we'll finish his hat, and then we'll come back down to his paws and his scarf, okay? And I apologize for jumping around. I just like to do that way everything lines up. So I'm gonna put a little line here for the ball, and a little line here, and that's for like the ball of his hat, okay? So let's continue this. So we're gonna pretend like this line keeps going, and it just goes up like this, a little zigzag, and up like that, okay? And it just connects there. Now we're gonna go ahead and draw the top of the hat that connects it to the ball. So it goes here, and then this connects into the ear, okay? Now, we're only gonna draw this top part because we're gonna make it look like it's all kind of behind his head and his ear. So it goes up. And what we're gonna end up doing, to give you a heads up, we're gonna connect it to here. Okay, so it's just this line that kind of curves. And like that. And then to make it look like it's kind of folded over, what we're gonna do is come back up to this corner here and just put a little line, okay? All right, I think this is looking pretty great so far. Okay, now let's go ahead and we'll pretend like his shoulder kind of keeps it going, and we'll go like there, all right? And then let's draw the rest of his scarf. So from where we did this V shape, I'm gonna keep drawing this line. And it might kind of connect here. And you can give him a longer scarf or a shorter scarf. It's totally up to you. I'm gonna kind of make it go like that, maybe add a little waves to it. And then it's gonna go down there. And then from here, you can just slowly kind of match that same shape if you want to as this line here. And this part's just gonna go back close to there, okay? Now, I'm gonna continue the scarf down here. That way it kind of looks like it's like tied together. So I'm gonna go down like this and like that. Okay, so the second one's gonna be bigger because it's in front of this one over here. And then that is just gonna connect to this point up here. So it just goes down, kind of make it wavy. Maybe something like that. Okay, and I'll put a little line here, that way it looks like there's a crease in it. All right, now we're gonna continue the scarf like it's tied around his neck, and it's just gonna go like this and go up into his tongue, all right? And now let's go ahead and continue the rest of his body. So from kind of the center part of this tongue over here, so now where it curves, not up there, but we're gonna go about to the center, and it's just gonna curve down, maybe like that, all right? And we'll draw his paws. So we'll add a curved line that goes here like this, and a curved line curves around. And what we're gonna have to do is come to about this area down here, okay? Just goes down, like that. Comes back up, like that. All right, great job. That way it kind of looks like he has a toe. Now, we're gonna go ahead and draw this, and this is gonna be the start of his, if we're looking at him kind of like his left paw, okay? So it's kind of in front of his other paw. So to make it look like he has one other toe, we're just gonna add a little line there, okay? And then from here, we go up and over like that, okay? And now, before we get too far, let's go ahead and we're gonna have one more line that just comes around the top there, okay? Just kind of this curved line. That way it connects, that way it kind of looks like his leg behind there, okay? All right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just scoot this up a little bit so we can see this last part. Now, we're gonna finish off by drawing his toes. So, it goes down a little, and then goes up, and down, and it's just this curved line. And to make it look like his other toes in front of this one, we're just gonna do a curved line that starts here. And then it goes down like this. And this toe's complete because this one's kind of at the end. And then it goes up like that. All right, and just like that, you are all done drawing Christmas Pluto. So as you can see, I'm gonna color mine in probably like a lightish tan color for his skin, and probably give him a red hat, and I might do something fun on his scarf, but I haven't fully decided what yet. So you guys are welcome to color in whatever colors you'd like, or you can pause the video at the end and match the colors that I chose. All right, guys, so as you can see, I colored in my Pluto with a green scarf, and I kind of did some dark green wavy lines, and I gave him a cute red hat. But I'd love to see how your drawings turned out. So feel free to tag me in any social media posts, and please remember, it is okay if your drawing doesn't look exactly like mine. Everyone's art is going to turn out different. But the most important thing to remember is to practice and always have fun. Thanks, everyone.